we got news, and more news, kind of. All right, so first thing to come out with is that I was kind of wrong about the starter decks. Yeah, I was saying Tech Rex and Galactico Oblivion are going to be in the decks because their card sleeves come out that same day. Wrong. So let's go kind of over that. First thing we have is we've seen some of the aces, kind of. The one we've seen completely was Tech Rex. It's going to be Yuhi's Ace Monster. It's going to actually be coming out in Galactica Arrive. Yes, it's actually coming out in the set, not the deck. I'm confused. But let's go over this card. It's going to be an Earth Machine level 7 monster, 2500 attack, 1500 defense points. Its effect is going to be pretty simple. During the turn it's normal summon, you shuffle 3 monsters back into your deck, choose a card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone, and blow it up. So, yeah, pretty simple. And I know some people think like that's all it does. And yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed as well. But remember, this is a back row destroyer built into a monster, and that's very, 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 very rare. I mean, remember Dragonic Slayer? That card needed another level 7 dragon on the field just to destroy a back row card. And we have another card, we have some other cards that do that too, but you know, they're like fusion monsters. Like, it's not, we don't really get this kind of effect in a monster, so this is pretty interesting. You could just tribute summon up this monster, return 3 monsters you want back into your deck, something you might want to draw later on. You get free recursion, and it's not even type specific. You could just shuffle back any 3 monsters. It's not like this is only machine support. You could just shuffle anything you want back, and then you just pop a back row. Now, it does say it's opponent's spell and trap card zone, so, you know, spell and trap card zone, not field zone, not, you know, it doesn't say a spell or trap card. It says spell trap card zone, so that kind of hurts, you know. You can't really pop a field spell, but yeah, you know, it's still a pretty decent card. Nice stats, and machines have a great amount of support, and we got to see what else he has up his sleeve so that he can actually use with this card, because at the moment, it's pretty interesting. I mean, like I said, back row destroyer built into a monster that gives you graveyard recursion back into your deck, not bad at all. Next, we're going to go over the more weird things, and I remember I made a video before about Udius has a normal monster as his ace, and this appears to be true. When you look at the card, it says a galaxy type normal monster. It doesn't say anything else. It's a galaxy type normal monster. It's a level 7 light, 2500 stat, 2500 defense. This is what Galactico Oblivion is. Now the flavor text is hidden. I'm not sure why. Is there something special in that flavor text? Maybe. You know, maybe hinting at a new type of mechanic that'll be coming out later on. Maybe there's some extra text that galaxy monsters have, regardless if they're normal or effect monsters. They have a special ruling. So we don't really know. 2500 attack and 2500 defense is really, really, really great stats. And again, it's a normal monster, so it's very much justified. It has Yami Ruler's level stats, but as a level 7 instead of a level 8 monster. We don't know why this card is a normal monster, but it's really exciting because we haven't seen normal monster aces since GX. You know how far away that is? GX. Some of you probably your first series was 5Ds or Zeal. You probably only heard of GX. This is GX levels far back that we're getting a normal monster ace. That is absolutely ridiculous. And maybe this has something to do with the character. Maybe where Udius comes from, maybe normal monsters are primarily ace monsters over there. Maybe he's going to be discovering something new when he comes to Earth and like, wow, people have like effect monsters as ace monsters, as fusions as maximums. I mean, I don't know. But it's so weird, and it's actually incredibly interesting that in this day and age, we could see a normal monster as a cover card and as an ace monster to a character. Granted, he has 2 ace monsters, and the other one is not an effect monster either. Remember Transcend Raynak? Yes, this is the card that's coming against starter deck. The deck that I thought the Galactica Oblivion was going to be in. Now, as for its stats, totally hidden. We don't know its level, we don't know its attack, we don't know its defense. We know it's going to be a galaxy type, and we know it's a normal monster, but they've hidden everything else. And again, it's a normal monster, and you got to appreciate that aura. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love the ice around it, that dark looking moon, or maybe it's some type of galaxy in the back, just like how Galactic Oblivion has a more of like a lightish looking one. Again, it's a light monster. I believe I went over that. When you get to look at the picture a little bit more, you see how much, you know, similarities it has to its duelist Udius, where it has like the markings on his eyes and things like that. It's really, really cool. Very, very detailed. This is really, really cool just for a normal monster. And that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what we about the stats. Maybe, like, is this going to be another level 7 monster with maybe beefy stats just like Galactic Oblivion? Is this maybe just a go-to level 4 monster he'll just randomly keep summoning? Who knows? I mean, it did say he has 2 aces, so I'm guessing this thing is going to be at least over 2,000 attack points. Maybe it'll be like his 23 or 21 hitter, or maybe it'll just be completely even to Galactic Oblivion. We don't know. This is so cool when we have like this crazy amount of information, when we get this crazy news and we don't know what to do with it, because what are we supposed to do with this news? We didn't get enough information. All we can do is speculate, and the guy has normal monsters. We can only imagine how his deck is going to work. So pretty much that's all the news we have for those cards that are going to be in the decks. Oh, I almost forgot. That monster is not only going to be in that starter deck, it's going to be in another type of starter deck called the Psycho starter deck. Now, we can't buy that. It's only going to be for people who get Jump Magazine in Japan. It's going to be this deck full of a ton of reprints, but it's going to also come with Transcendent Rayanak, and it's also going to come with Stone Dragon, a monster you guys might know from the old Yu-Gi-Oh games. I used to use that a ton of times, like in Duels of the Roses or Forbidden Memories. You always fuse into it using Petite Dragon and some rock monster. It was a pretty decent card for those type of games. I'm not sure how great it is in this game, but you know, it has a very, very cool updated artwork. And it comes with a ton of reprints. Everything is reprints, but some notable ones are Seven's Row Magician and Dragias. Pretty much all you have to be a subscription member to Jump, and you get this deck and you get all these cards. That's pretty dang cool. Now, what I'm guessing with this is that the Transcendent Rayanak that comes in this deck is going to be like common, you know, no foil or anything like that, while the one in the deck is going to have a foiling pattern to make it still more valuable. But that's what we have, people, today for actual card news. We did get introduced to 2 new characters, but I kind of want to wait on that a little bit. Also, if you notice, there's like a little dragon. There's like this big hulking dragon monster on. And if you guys notice, there's like this big looking hulking dragon monster on the left side. Could that be Yuamu's ace monster? Not sure. She is supposed to be getting a dragon. I'm kind of hoping it is. It does have the Dragia's face, so maybe maybe it's Luke's dragon. Maybe it's a fusion between Dragias and Seven's Row Magician. Not sure, but I'm kind of hoping it is Yuamu's because she is known to have a so-called strong dragon. That looks like a pretty strong dragon to me, so I'm really kind of hoping it's her. So we'll go into that a little bit later on. I don't want to speculate on it because there's really nothing I could go off of except for the fact that Yuamu's supposed to have a dragon, and that's a dragon. So until next time, people, hopefully we'll get some more news drops. Remember, this set is coming out in April. We should be getting news drops weekly. This is going to actually come out before the starter decks. So hopefully we should be getting, like I said, weekly news on everything in the decks. Until then, people, peace out, like, comment, and subscribe.